afternoon, Miss. I'm Anunisha Vijayan and my metric number is 10DAT20F2001. So now, identify one position can be offered by the company and discuss 5 suitable job description and job specification for the position. Firstly, one position that can offered by the company is Human Resources Assistant. Now, I will discuss about the 5 job description and 5 job specification for Human Resources Assistant. Job description is known as a written statement of the purpose, scope, duties and responsibilities of a particular job. A job description comprised with 4 main elements, which is information about the job's identity, job summary, and also list of employees, duties, and responsibility. Usually, each job description only lists 3 to 5 important duties and responsibility. Some of the example is support all internal and external HR related inquiries or requests, perform orientations and update records of a new staff, maintain digital and electronic records of employees, assist with recruitment process by identifying candidates, then performing reference checks and issuing employment contracts, and also process payroll and resolve any payroll errors. Next is job specification. A job specification is a statement that lists the skills, ability, knowledge, and work experience which required to perform a job. It also translates the job descriptions into terms of human qualities and qualifications which required for a successful performance of a job. Job specification for human resources assistants are: the first one, be a conceptual thinker with super organizational and time management skills. Then the second one must be reliable and should accurately follow instructions with the ability to multitask and acclimatize in a fast-paced environment. Then the third one, we should display remarkable conflict management and decision making skills with a solid understanding of employees relationship, staffing management and payroll and benefits administrations. Other than that, a strong decision making and a problem solving skills, and also must have a skill of orienting employees, scheduling, teamwork, verbal communications and reporting skills. So that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Pravina Selvaraj. My matrix number is 10DAT20F2021. Disadvantage of internal versus external requirement. 3 disadvantages of internal requirement that affect civil Central Bharat are: increased training costs. Just because a current employee seems like a perfect fit for a new role and has all the desired qualities does not mean he or she will not need training. With external requirement, you get a candidate with all the required skills, experience, and attributes that allow him to be proactive immediately. But an in-house required is not likely to take on all the responsibility and perform a role efficiently from day one. Second one is limited choices. Your organization may be having several qualified employee for certain position, but they may not be a perfect match for an open position. For instance, if a recently created role is fairly innovative and new for your business, then your current employees may need be able to fulfill the responsibility of this role. For this role, you will you will need someone with new ideas and new skills. Third one is may lead to workplace hostility. Employees who have been considered for a promotion for a certain role could feel resentful if an external candidate on their own colleague is hired for that role eventually. Also, managers are requested to give away their star performance, as losing them will impact the entire team's performance. In fact, certain managers will also go the external of hiding the process of transfer or promotion, and this can be lead to oscillate at work. Three disadvantage of external requirement that affect civil environment are higher risk. The external requirement process can be attract candidates who are not relevant or worthy of the one position. Since maximum candidates are total strangers to the requirement, the risk of bringing a misfit on broad board cannot be ruled out completely. Greater cost. The external requirement process involves posting job on different platform, coming up with complaining GDs, communicated with candidates, screening resumes, conducting interviews, and coming up with an realistic offer. All of these aspects of the recruitment process are time consuming, tedious, complicated, and costingly. Third one is time consuming. The biggest downside of an external recruitment drive is the time taken to fill one position. Recruited receive hundreds of resumes for every one position, and screening them take up a lot of time. However, using an application tracking system can take this entire screening time from hours to minutes and narrow down your talent tools to include only qualified candidates in a jiffy.
My name is Tivita Shalila, daughter of Sivanesan. My matrix number 10DAT 20F 2024. Recruitment process is a process of identifying the job vacancy, analyzing the job requirements, reviewing application, screening, shortlisting, and selecting the right candidate. So, the first step of recruitment process is recruitment planning. Identifying the vacancy is the first and most important step in the recruitment process. This procedure begins with the HR department receiving requisitions for recruiting from various departments within the firm. Job specification focus on the specifications of the candidates whom the HR team is going to hire. The first step in job specification is preparing the list of all jobs in the organization and its locations. The second step is to generate the information of each job. Job evaluation is a comparative process of analyzing, assessing, and determining the relative value or worth of job in relation to the other jobs in an organization. Recruitment strategy is the second step of the recruitment process. The development of recruitment strategy is a long process, but having a right strategy is a mandatory to attract the right candidates. Next, searching is the third process in the recruitment process. There are two phases to this procedure, which is the search for candidates begin once the line manager confirm and authorize the existence of the position, and another phase is selling. Here the business chooses the channel via which jobs opening are communicated to potential candidates. The sources are broadly divided into two categories, which is internal sources and external sources. Internal sources of recruitment refers to hiring employees within the organization throughout promotions, transfer, former employees, and etc. External sources of requirement refers to hiring employers outside the organization throughout direct requirement, employment exchange, employment agency, and so on.
My name is Janani, daughter of Raghu. My matrix number is 10DAT20F2032. What would companies do to attract and hire talent? There are five methods: company reputation, company culture, personal relationship, personal fulfillment, career progression. To attract the best talent on the market, it's essential companies to create a reputation as somewhere candidates want to work, says Zulia Su, Associate Director at Robert Walters China. As she explains, companies well known for their products and working practices will be able to attract the strongest candidates simply on their reputation within a particular sector or industry. Company culture. Having the right company culture in a workplace can make all the differences when it comes to making a position more marketable for potential employees, says Phil Westcott, director at Robert Walters UK. He explains that having the right culture for the right talent could include opportunities for flexible working, the level of autonomy given to employees, or even providing a team lunch on a daily or weekly basis. Personal relationship. Line managers should view interviews as opportunities to develop good interpersonal relationship with candidates, suggests Julia. She argues that relationship formed through the interview process can often make the differences as to whether a candidate accept an offer or not, as it provides them with an idea of what working relationship they can expect within the role. Possible methods that can be used by Ismail to fulfill the vacancies. Direct advertising. Placing job adverts on your career site, job boards, social media, and industry publications is an excellent way to find lots of applicants. Talent pool databases. Ismail should always search for talent pool databases for applicants and candidates that were not hired but were suitable enough to save. Boomerang employees. Rehiring past employees is a gaining popularity. Known as boomerang employees, these are people who work well at a company but then left on good terms for a myriad for reasons. Advantages of group decision making in organization. You will receive more diversity in the availability of opinions. This advantages speaks to the diversity that's in your group. Whenever you bring in people from different educational backgrounds, family environments, and personal experience, then you will receive a wide array of perspective that can help you to reach a better overall decision in almost any situation. Group decision making can increase the strength of an organization. Change happens whenever a decision is made, whether it is by a single leader or an entire group. When people can come together to discuss the issues that they will face when changes occurs, then the relationship of the organization and the team will increase. Disadvantages of group decision making in organization. The group decision making process can take a significant amount of time to complete. When you have a lot of time available before a decision must be made, then engaging with the entire group can create many advantages. If you need to reach a conclusion rapidly, then an individual choice instead of a group one is a better solution to pursue. The final choice can go against the outcome of an organization. Most group discussion will eventually get to a point where the decision carry out of the mission, vision, and objective of the organization. Then there are the times when the choices made and carried out by the group does not always accomplish the goals that are necessary in the situation. That's all from us, madam. Thank you.